today is the anniversary of the late great Pimp C's death. So Pimp C died in 2007. And why haven't we got a Pimp C documentary? Because there was a lot of strange details surrounding Pimp C's death. Now, he supposedly died of sleep apnea, right? They try to say it was the lean, this, that, and the third. But I'm hearing details that he got found in this hotel room with blood everywhere in a prayer position. And you know, if you know anything about Pimp C, before the internet, before podcast was really viral, he was notorious for going on these radio stations and being a whistleblower about the industry. He already was exposing the gay stuff that go on. He didn't really say too many names because he said, I'm not going to expose these niggas because they're exposing themselves. But he basically alluded to, if you get to a certain level in this game, you gave up that asshole, period, point blank. He also was alleged, had a sex tape with Beyonce floating around. Or somebody he had one. And they were saying that, you know, that might have been tied to that because people were talking about leaking it. I think he used to date Beyonce back when she was younger. Or they was, you know, fucking around and it was kind of known in the industry. But Pimp C is known for being tapped in and having a lot of industry information and not being afraid of sharing it. Like I even heard today, because it was his anniversary, a lot of those radios, interviews being replayed.
I listen to Pimp C. I'm a huge fan of UGK. Pimp C always been speaking that type of truth. He was even talking about like refraining from masturbating. He was like, man, why would you want to rape yourself? You know what I'm saying? He was saying things like that. So even back then when I was younger, I was just like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you want to do it? I mean, it's yours, but even then at that time, you know, I was a kid at that time. You dig what I'm saying? I'm all like, nigga, what you mean you ain't doing that?
Yeah, but Pimp C was one of the trill ones.
But he was trill, but he was giving game. Like, just even some of his raps, bro, he was lacing you. He was lacing you like, man, I don't wear this goofy stuff. You're embarrassing us. Like, Pimp C was letting you know, like, bro, this is what it takes to be a man. This is how we rock. This is how we get down. He was already kind of putting that style out there. Now, he probably wouldn't be accepted now if he was still alive, honestly, bro.
He'd be accepted. He'd just be outcasted like Boosie. He'd be one of them.
I think they would have came for Pimp. I think they would have put one of them white girls on him. I think Pimp was too real for the industry. But then you could be real and make it back then. So it was different tactics that had to be used to get you up out of here. Like, he was really exposing the rituals and some type of inside knowledge. Like, really go back and listen to them phone calls, man. You can go on Twitter right now, type in Pimp C interview, and they're going to populate everywhere. And you be like, damn, he was talking like this on the radio?
Yeah.
Like on the radio. But it was down south radio. So maybe if you're on the East Coast, it didn't hit your airwaves. If you was on the West Coast, it didn't hit your airwaves unless you had XM radio.
No, I was bumping it. I listened to their music. I was a huge fan of him. A-Ball, MJG. Once all that music started coming out, Tila, what was Suave House? All of them. I used to bump all that type of music. So they was already ahead of the game. And they was talking about pimping, getting women. Like, what they was rapping about that time appealed to me. So I was on it.
To Suave House?
Yeah, Suave House.
Swish House?
Yeah,
that's what I think. It was Suave House.
I thought it was Switch House.
No, it's a Switch House. No, Switch House was Mike Jones on it. But if you look up Suave House, you got Tila, A-Ball, MJ. Yeah, real talk. All out there in Houston. They know. I don't know if Scarface was part of it once upon a time.
The reason I really fuck with Pimp C, he was real stomped down on the masculinity. He was real stomped down on masculinity, and he was one of the figures in the black community, in the rap community, where these guys are feminized and humiliated every which way. He gave a good example of what to be a real stomped down man is. A masculine man. Like, nah, we not bending, we not breaking, we not painting our nails. No, we ain't putting skirts on. We ain't doing none of that goofy, weird shit. These niggas is doing that to get higher in the ranks.
Even in this fun song with Outkast, that I choose you, even his verse alone was just like, my mama told me never.
Man.
Like, he was just really just always
giving
solid.
Game.
Yeah,
giving
always.
Straight game.
He came in the form of entertainment, but he was just always lacing. That's one thing I appreciate about him.
Shout out to Pimp C. How y'all feel about Meek coming out and basically saying he done doing business with older black artists and shit like in the industry because it's always some issues or it's always something going on.